How is your Batmobile different?
Well, I mean, I think that, well, first of all, when they say like, oh, when we were working on the movie and we were like, okay, we're gonna put Batman in the movie, that's cool. I said, we need a Batmobile, right? Because if you're a smallest amount of a dork, you want to make a Batmobile, right? Like
Sure.
that seems like the first thing you want to do. So I think the cool thing that we try to do, I mean, you've seen the Chris Nolan Batman movies,
Yes.
and they use the Tumbler as a, you know, they repurposed a military vehicle.
Yes.
So the cool thing about our Batmobile is it's purpose-built by Bruce Wayne to be the Batmobile, allows it to be slightly battier.
Right.
Is that a way of saying?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it's got more bat-like.
Battier.
Yeah,
Make it battier.
So things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not in that.
Well, no, that was
That
Batman
voice.
saying.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
Batman
yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Make it battier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm auditioning, by the way.
He's auditioning for He could have been Batman.
I
but
could have been
the chin.
Batman, yeah.
You blew it. He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the Batman chin.
You'd have to do something about this.
The cowl helps.
Right, yeah.
So wait, so your Batmobile, Bruce Wayne made it for himself. It's not something he was meant for the military. And also, you've made it so that it can really be driven. Is that right?
No, absolutely. I drove in it.
Yep. But no, sometimes a car like that can be driven like a block.
No, 100%.
And then the prop guys
100%.
come in and the technicians say, don't touch
No,
anything.
100%. By the way, there was a bit in the movie where Superman stands on the Batmobile, right?
Yeah.
And, they had finished it. They're like, oh my gosh, look, it's an amazing, look, Zach, here it is. And I was like, wow, it looks great. It looks like a real car. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, it'll be cool when Superman stands on it. And they're like, no one can stand on it.
Right.
And I was like,
It's made of chocolate.
guys, literally. I was like, guys, it's gotta, and I started to walk on it, and they're like, no, don't do that. So they had to reinforce it, and they like filled it with foam and stuff like that so you could stand on it. But, it worked out. It worked out really great.
Now, Christian Bale apparently gave Ben Affleck advice about playing Batman. What was his advice?
The advice was, and clearly that comes from one actor to another, and it was to make sure they put a zipper in the suit, which was a thing, of course, I didn't think of. I probably was like, why is there a seam there? There should be no seam. And they're like, Zach, the guy has to urinate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's not my problem.
I think a real Batman just pees in the suit. That's how I think it's done.
It's like a wetsuit, right?
That's what I'd have done if you had given me the part.
If it was cold, we shot on some cold nights.
There'd be scenes where I'm like, wait a minute, Joker. And then I just stand there for a minute.
Yeah. Don't talk.
Don't talk. Don't look at me, Joker. Turn around. Look that way. Okay, here we go.